right, welcome to another Tuesday. Actually, hold on one second. All right, another Tuesday. We're doing it here again. Tuesday live stream, feeling it out. How's it going, Ferd? Good to see you. I'm glad I'm catching you much more often nowadays on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I guess it is a better day than Saturday streams. Anyway, welcome to the Grease Monkey, the live stream channel. I am a Grease Monkey. You are a Grease Monkey. We are all Grease Monkeys, and we're here Grease Monkey in a way in Blender. So on this stream, I'm gonna be going through and trying to do some hard surface modeling. I'm trying to change it up, trying to switch it up. I will be using my toon shader at the end, but that's at the end. That's the fun part. No, it's all the fun part. But I'm gonna be going through and doing hard surface modeling for a sci-fi ship. I have some reference pictures that I have here that I'm gonna just try and figure out. Let's see if I can make anything cool, make anything work. I'll be using 3 add-ons today, or 4. The 4 add-ons are going to be HardOps and Boxcutter and DecalMachine and MeshMachine, and they are paid add-ons, and they're very good and very worth the money. But if you want links to that, it's in my description. If you want to use those add-ons, that's what I'm using here. It simplifies a lot of technically you can do everything that these add-ons do on your own, but this just makes it a lot easier. It's literally a modeling assistant add-on. But I would be using that, and we're gonna be making our way through here. We're gonna go step by step. I'll talk out loud, tell you how I think, tell you what I think, and we'll work from there. Anywho, Mr. Ferdoween Cotton, how are you doing today on this fine Tuesday? How are you doing on post Monday? How are you doing on Wednesday Eve? How are you doing on pre-midweek showdown here? How 'tis it? All the ways that you can describe a Tuesday. Doing all right? Well, I hope if you're not doing great, you can hang out here and we can chat. You can dual task, multitask. Oh, what's cool is my cup is green, and I think you can't. I think it's see-through, right? I mean, maybe, I don't know. My cup is green, though. You're the highlight of the day. Well, I appreciate being the highlight of your day, and I always hope that I can provide with that large task to be part of somebody's day and make them good. Okay, let me settle in here. Of course, Ferd, if you have anything to say, you know the drill. Just type it in. We can detour. We can be distracted. It's okay. Life is distraction. What is life but a series of distractions of the things that you were planning to do, huh? That's life. Anyway, let me do a few setups here. A few things to set up my scene. To make this easier to work with, there's a couple things. So first of all, I want to make my view, the focal length, to be like 100, because I want as little distortion. It could be 110. I want as little distortion as possible when I'm looking at this. That's number one. Number two, in my lens, I'll do the same thing, 100. Cool. Obviously, that's going to make that closer. We're going to move this back. I'm going to rotate this just so you can see the cube there. Second thing I want to do is These vertices are really small and I want them bigger because I wear glasses and I am blind. I may also change the color. So if you go to the themes, don't be afraid of going to the themes and changing some stuff up. You can always go here, or wait, you can always hit reset button and it'll all go back to normal. Isn't that reset button great? When you have a reset button, it's like the world is your oyster. Spitfire, good to see ya. Always good to see you here. We're gonna be modeling some ships today. We're gonna be doing it. I was practicing my hard surface modeling with the add-ons, and I'm getting pretty confident with it. And by pretty confident, I just mean I know what the buttons do. So hopefully that's gonna work out. Anyway, I wanna see my vertices bigger. So let me go to blind mode here. So I'm gonna go to the 3D viewport. I have not seen the Unreal 5 release show, but Unreal 5 is amazing. Are you gonna be using it, Spitfire? Do you plan on doing some learning on the Unreal? All right, let's make these vertices bigger. Look how big I can make them. 32 pixels. We're gonna make them like, I don't know, 6 pixels. Yeah, I have a project in mind for it. Nice, nice. For learning. So like, do you want to make using Unreal? I assume you want to make like a video, right? Like a video, an animation, or like something to watch, right? You don't want to make a game. It's such a powerful tool. I need to see how to get on with it. Cinematics, yeah, it's super powerful, super amazing. I've always bounced between learning that and Unity. Obviously, Unreal is the industry standard. It's used in movies and stuff. But then I always start feeling guilty because, not because I don't want to learn Unreal. I'll spend all day in Unreal. But I'm always bouncing between like Blender and this and that and the other thing. So honestly, making this channel was part of the reason to focus up on Blender and get really good at the craft. When I used to do the main appeal is the size of the world and 0 fucks given about the geo in 5 and the asset integration. Yes, yes. It has like that, I forget what it's called, but the optimization with the geometry and stuff. Very good stuff. Blender still struggles with huge scenes and worlds. It sure does. It sure does. And I would say just as any like 3D software. What was I doing? Oh, we're gonna make my vertices a different color. So let's see. Vertex colors are here. Yeah. Obviously, game is it's optimized for, you know, big games and all that stuff. And there's a bit of setup and troubleshooting. The program, for me, and this is just speaking for me, sometimes that program feels a little obtuse to learn, but not because it's badly designed. There's just a lot to that program. I guess like Blender. When I started out Blender, I was pretty like scared. So yeah, more power to you. If anything you make, Spitfire, please. I'm assuming you will share it. So. Alright, so I'm just changing the colors of the vertices here. I just want to be able to see this a lot clearer. I know this feels like I'm an old man with like glasses and stuff. Make the vertices a little bigger and make the vertex, you know, we'll make something less abrasive, maybe like a light white yellow or something here. That's why I think Unreal 5 is such an important milestone in that regard. Yeah, definitely. It's not something that'll happen anytime soon. Next year, maybe. Yes. I mean, I think if you had the time and put some elbow grease in it, you could definitely get in there, get some like pre stuff or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I worked with VR games and I do VR editing and all this other stuff. And yeah, there's I have dipped my toes within game development, and it is definitely a whole other art. It's a very technical art. It's one of the most. It's like one step above technical in than like just doing 3D. Jiraj, good to see ya. All right, so I got my viewport set up to look cool. I like that. I like that it's blue. I like that I can see the vertices a little better. Okay, so the second thing I want to do is take off all the floor. We're gonna put on statistics. I never put on the statistics up here, but let's just keep an eye on it. Let's just keep an eye on it. Okay, cool. So we got that. We got that. The second thing I want to do, or third or fourth, whatever, I lost count. Is I'm gonna primarily be in solid view for this main viewport. Here I'm gonna be in rendered. So obviously it's dark here. There's a setting here that makes things look better for hard surface. I think it's cavity. So let's see. Okay, cool. So in cavity, you could see that the edges a lot better. So let's bring out the ridges. Let's bring it to 2%, so you could really see these edges here. Let me see if I can see it better in like the monkey. Yes, you definitely see this a lot better. There's cavities. It's very faceted. It's a little cavity here. Screen is good. Excuse me. Screen. I think it's ridge. Definitely ridge is what I want. And maybe we'll put valley a little bit just so we can see like the indents there. And then another thing I'm gonna set up is ambient occlusion and crank that distance up. And hopefully that does something. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, cool. So we got pretty much what we want set up. Okay, so just so I think about my thought process on making this stuff, just for you guys to see, I have the different reference files that Spitfire actually gave to me, which are great. What is this, like a Wildcats? Not Wildcats, Thundercats? Is that what it is? I'm sorry if I a Thundercats vehicle with Lionel, right? I'm saying this right? Thundercats. Anyway, so I don't know if this is from Thundercats, but this is also a neat little toy here. It has some nice shapes to it. And then we got, what anime is this? A single person vehicle. I see this. I see the little person there. I actually didn't even realize this person being here, which is pretty funny. That's from Magnet Rose. Okay, okay. So we got a couple of vehicles from Thundercats, a couple of vehicles, or one vehicle from Magnet Rose. I thought I had a third one. Is this not anything? What is this? I thought I had another one. This angle. What is happening? Well, I guess this one just doesn't show up. It's fine. We'll use it as we'll open it up later. It's the Omero Memories Anthology, Magnetic Rose. Amazing anime. Okay. Single vehicle, looks like it has a gun in the front. You were talking about Spitfire that it should be like it should be a, what's it called? You didn't say a mining ship, right? But like a single utility ship, right? Has a gun in the front. Is it like a gunning ship? Is it like a vehicle, like a vehicle to do work in? You know? So I'm looking at the shapes. We got some cylinders. We got some square cut off cubicle things. This looks like a motorcycle. I'm seeing where it would go. Your hands would go here, I would assume. And you would sit here, right? I think. You would go in here. Or maybe that's not like a motorcycle at all. But maybe it is. This one, I clearly see that this is like the inside there. So, good stuff. All right. So. what we're gonna do is the first thing I want to think about when I'm making this is I want to think about it in silhouette form, right? So there's two ways I want to see the silhouette. I want to see it from the front, and I want to see it from maybe the side. So let's open up a separate window here. We'll put a rendered view. We'll do a side. Do a side here. Also, is there distortion on here? Let me go to my view mode. Yes, there is. Let's do 150. Let's go here. I have so many add-ons on that it's like cramming me up. Alright. Alright, let's take off these headers because they're annoying. I can take these off, right? Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we got a side view and a front view. And then the first thing I want to really focus on is doing the silhouette. So I'm going to set up a little setup here that will help me with that. So let's go into our world setting. Alright, and let's make it dark in here. And then let's add a mix shader. We'll put the mix shader right after the background, and we'll add it to the bottom here. We're gonna add in a node that's called light paths. We're gonna put camera ray at the factor here. We're gonna do Control H, right? Is that what it is? It hides everything there, because sometimes those nodes are ugly. Okay, cool. So we have this, and the reason I did that is because I'm actually gonna make this white. And if I don't have this camera ray here, the white light actually affects my geo. So see, it turns my object turns white. But I want to see the silhouette. You know what I mean? So if I just use the mix shader and put it in, and put the background in the back, you can see that I can have the white background and have the silhouette. And then I'm actually going to take this light off. We'll just turn it off for now. There we go. And then we can start working purely on silhouette. We're going to bring this down. And I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start like blocking out general shapes so I could feel out where this lays, you know, where it lays in the land. So we got this going. We're doing good here. All right, so I'll make a collection, and this is a shortcut that I didn't know about. If you put your mouse over the outliner, and you hit C, it makes a collection. I don't have to like click this button at the top right. I know that's like super tiny, right? But like I can hit C a bunch of times and make a bunch of collections. Look at that. C is very cool. Another one is F2 to rename. I mean, these shortcuts, they're not a lot, but man, do they just feel good when you know them and you work them. Anyway, so I'm going to make a new collection, and we're going to call this like a draft or something, or like a rough. And I'm going to start throwing in shapes in here. No mirror modifier or anything. We're just going to throw in shapes so then we can feel out what we could do here. So I'm going to make Suzanne invisible. We're done with that. So let's build out a couple things. Let's see. Let's think about everything in like certain subsections. So let's think about like we're gonna be using cylinders and cubes and like this pill shape here, and then in the other one, we're gonna go with these more cylinders. We got tubes. We got like this bicycle cutout here thing. More cylinders. There's a lot of cylinders. And this one also kind of like a cylinder shape, but with kind of like an orb. And if I had the image of the other one, which I don't understand why it doesn't appear. Let me see if I can get it in. I don't know if it's like screwed up or something. Let me name it something else. Okay, it's here. So it looks like I have like these half domes, right? And then I got like this rectangular shape going down the middle. So that's what I'm gonna think about: cylinders and doobies, or cylinders and some rectangles. We have these rectangles here too. All right, so let's start building out what this could potentially look like. All right, let's see if I throw in a cylinder. Not a cylinder. There it is, cylinder. Also, could I do something silly and do uh put a wireframe on this? I can. So I can kind of see what we're doing here. All right, so let's rotate this. Rotate on the X. It's kind of hard to tell what's happening over here. But what we're going to do is we're going to add in a subsurf. We'll stretch it out. We'll go to the subdivision. Once again, this is just for me to feel out what the shape is going to be. Feeling it. We're feeling it. We're gonna make this silhouette. I used to know the shortcut for crease. If anybody knows that, I have to go in here, right? What is the crease? Is it Shift A? Hold on. Shift A, Control A, Alt A. I thought there was a shortcut. All right, I'm just want to get a feel for the space. This is just a rough. We're not going to even use this geo at the end. We're just trying to feel this out. Let's make it thinner. Let's make it longer. Let's make this flat. If anybody knows how to the shortcut for creasing, please let me know. It'll help me out. And I don't feel like Googling it. I'm gonna erase his face. And I'm gonna do a grid fill on here. Grid fill. There we go. Kind of gives it like a flat edge there. I can see it kind of moves up in the middle here, so I'm gonna make a loop cut in the middle. There we go. We'll just bring it up. There we go. I'm gonna choose a face here, hit Shift G, and it's just select the normals, hit I. Oh, interesting. Maybe I should have did a fan fill instead. All right. Okay, let's add in a cube in here. I'm just trying to see what a cool silhouette would be, right? Also, I'm just playing around here, guys. Like, I'm just trying to have fun, and I'm not really thinking too much about anything. I'm just looking at this silhouette over here, seeing if I can make anything interesting, just so I can get a rough concept, you know. Sometimes I get like a artist block, or like I don't know what to do and stuff, and honestly, you just gotta, like a child, you know, you just gotta get in there and have a bit of fun when you can. Control D. Alright, we're smoothing out some stuff here with some subsurf. Let's stretch this out. I like how the silhouette's looking at the top a little bit. We'll fix that. Maybe I could do proportional editing. So we'll turn that on. You know, I see that there's a pill. I wish it was a like a primitive that was already a pill shape. If anybody knows that, that would be nice. I got like honeycombs and beams and toruses, but nothing that's pill shaped. Alright, let's throw some cylinders in here. And I may scrap this because I don't know how I feel about it. But we'll keep going. Let's see if we can figure this out. It's looking too round here. It's kind of like a weird shape. It doesn't look like how I guess I imagine this to be. Okay. So already what I'm seeing here is this should be shorter. So let me choose the face. Okay. And what I don't like about this like weird part here is that I don't think it tapers enough. So let's choose that. Actually, let's shrink it. There we go. Okay. So I think that's an interesting. There we go. I think that's a weird shape there. I want some wings, and I want kind of like a more blockier shape up top. So let me add in another cube. And we'll just shrink it every which way. Alright, it obviously doesn't look good in the front here. So let's bevel these edges. And so far we're not doing any add-ons right now. We're just feeling this out. Alright, I think that kind of makes the silhouette look a little weird. Maybe it just sticks out the top. Maybe that's what it does. It breaks that silhouette. Maybe it's smaller. I like how it looks on the side, right? So what if we had multiple ones that run alongside it, right? So let's say we have like something like this. And what if we rotate them? Let's rotate them just a bit. Let me take off proportional editing. Alright. We'll separate them, maybe make them smaller. They kind of look like they could be something. But it looks really good on the side. I like it. So let's make this one a little shorter. Spitfire, nice silhouette approach. Yes, yes. I do so many tutorials on drawing. Like, I draw every day, and I do so many tutorials that a lot of that stuff, like, transfers over to my 3D skill set. And I think it's just better to start off with a silhouette, at least for me, because you know, the blank page is scary, man, and it's so much easier to just figure out a nice shape than to figure out, does it have boosters, how many, you know, like, what is the wingspan, and just arbitrary stuff like that. Mohammed, hi there, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Okay, so alright, so some things I'm gonna fix here is like this front half looks a little weird. And I'm not sure What we do? I saw your videos from the first time today, and it makes my day. Oh, Mohammed, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. I'm glad that you discovered it. Sometimes I'm wondering, like, am I just screaming into the void? You know, am I just talking to myself? But thank you. That actually makes my day. It makes my day that you said that to me. I appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna shrink the back end here, so it fills in, and that kind of like tidies this up in the front, which I'm like good with. And maybe we can shrink the whole thing, so it's like real thin, low profile. You know what I mean? Um, so another thing I think I want to try. The electric effect is so freaking cool. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm still working on making it even better. So do stick around the channel, not necessarily. uh, and yeah, I appreciate it. There's that makes my day. Like I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna grab these two loop cuts here. I was wondering if you plan on doing an electric effect tutorial from scratch. Yes, actually, like I said, I'm in the process of making one. Not the tutorial. I'm in the process of like making electricity that is easy to use and looks good. I'm still working out some tweaks and stuff, but I will be eventually doing an electric one. You want to understand the theory behind it. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, that one in particular is a lot to do with the shader. I like that shader does a lot of heavy lifting. All right, so what I'm going to do is figure out what I'm even selected. Hold on a second. Look what this looks like without anything. It looks disgusting. Like I said, we're just gonna feel this out. Let me put some auto smooth on here. There we go. All right, let's go back. Nope. Okay, there we go. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna see about adding some wings now, and I think I'll use a mirror modifier for this. But we'll add in another cube. Do you have a Discord server or something like that? Yes, Mohammed. If you check in the description, there will be my Discord server, the Grease Monkey Discord server, and then there's also another good Discord server, Spitfire Storyboards. There's a lot of artists on there, professional artists that you know, give help. I'm also on that. I'm on both servers. You know, I'm on both. Once mine gets more populated, obviously I'll be more on mine. But yes, definitely add both of those Discord servers down there, and do join them There's a lot of people you can ask on the Spitfire one. All right, so I am going to add a mirror modifier now. Mirror, and then I'm going to start seeing about making some wings that make sense. So let's shrink these up and figure out how these can possibly look. We're going to look from the top here. Alright, we'll keep that off. What I do want is see, when I look at it from the top, I wasn't even thinking about the top. When I'm looking at it from the top, I want something to stick out here. I want to break up this whole long tubey line thing before the wings break out. So I'm going to select this line here. I'm going to move it down. I think you're a really good artist and just need to push to be known. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I mean the process of the push. I do have a day job, so that's that's what sometimes stops me from doing this full time. But I definitely in the process of making it my full time thing. But it's gonna take some work from me, and I'm still working on it. But thank you. Yes, I appreciate you so much. Alright, so I broke up the silhouette here, and I kind of like it, but I'm going to make the back end sharp here. So let's make these back ends sharp with the crease. There it is. Now we got more of like a sharper cut there, like a sharper edge. Like we could put some boosters on there. I like how it looks in the front. Kind of gives it like a plus sign, plus shape. I like it how it looks from the top. What I don't like is that it doesn't continue to break here. So let's continue to break. Let me make this invisible. And let's just grab the edge here, or these two edges here. And we're gonna bring them down. Nope, without proportional editing. So bring these down. Have a good day, my friend. I have to go to work. Mohammed, have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. And thank you for all the kind words you gave me today. I appreciate it. All right, so I have to bring this all the way down here to break the silhouette on the side here. So it's kind of broken, and maybe that's good. Let me see if I can bring these guys up on their respected Z axis. I'm gonna hit G and then Z twice. Usually that works. Yeah, let's do an extrusion. And let's make it extrusion. Does that look okay? I'm not sure. What if we bring it up? What if we flatten it out? Okay, I'm gonna flatten it out by hitting scale, Z, and 5. Oh, that's an interesting plump that has there. That is maybe not good. Okay, so I'm having trouble here seeing my selected line. I'm gonna go back into my theme and tweak it just a little bit so we can keep going. So I'm looking for edge selected, so we have face selected, that's white. Last selected point, active, edge, face, this is it right here. So if I have, like, let's say this line selected, it's white, I can't see that. So let's change it to something crazy like red with no alpha. There it is, I'm able to see it a little better. Okay, and there's no size for edges, right? Like, an edge is an edge, I guess, huh? All they have is outline origin, outline width, but that's just the outline, vertice, point. Alright. And then, is blue really the best one to see it here? Let's see. If anybody has any opinions about this wireframe, please let me know. We're gonna do green for right now because I can see that. There we go. We will continue to modify as we continue. Alright, I'm gonna select these edges at the bottom. That's kind of a weird look, right? Let's see if we can bevel it. Alright, this looks more like a wing, right? But my original thing that I wanted was to break it up on the side. Maybe I shouldn't care. Maybe I should move on with my life. Okay, I guess the wingspan's gonna break just from putting the wings on it, so. Alright, let's just put the wings before we start breaking it from the side. Alright, so let's go back to our cube. There's a little white gap here. I'm going to fix that real quick. Just by bringing it up just a tad. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's continue, and let's shrink a lot of this stuff. Like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna bring it out. Maybe I break it in like this. Maybe it tapers at the end. So let's grab the face. We'll scale it on the Z. Maybe it's a little too big. We look at it from above. It should be kind of slanted, right? So let's choose the face. And keep it going. We'll go to the Y. There we go. That's looking like a plane. Honestly, I should be looking at plane references. Because, you know, I guess I can get some better ideas, but we're just having fun here, guys. Can we just have some fun? Just a little bit. Just a little bit, guys. Alright, there we go. Okay. There we go. So I like the breakup here. And maybe we need some tail wings. Planes have that, right? If we just do small versions of them right here. Maybe it looks like a bird, a fish. Should it have fish themes? What's interesting is that this now has it kind of like, I don't know, like the smalls at the top, smalls at the bottom. Does that look good? I'm not sure. Not sure. Not sure. What does everybody in the chat think? How this is turning out? Cause I don't know. Okay, so we got some stuff going on here. What I want though is that this silhouette form is not breaking for me on the side, and maybe it should. It reads clean so far. Okay. All right. Thank you. I needed some assurance here. So we have this bottom half that's connected. It kind of flares out its wings. Can I get a thing at the bottom here? Let me just duplicate this, bring it down, shrink it. Maybe rotate it on the Y 180. I don't know. I'm just trying to see if I can add something to this bottom half here that makes it like interesting looking, you know. But also doesn't like break up the shape too much. I don't know. Alright, let me also do this. What if I shrink the nose a little bit further? There it is. I think that looks a lot better. Hello, Evelyn. Good for you to join me today. I appreciate you being here, as always. Alright. This is just gonna go right in here. I think that looks way better on the left side here. Okay. Alright, so something about this particular part. I think on the sides here, I wonder if it's good if it tapers that way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab an edge here, this edge. Nope. edge mode. This edge here, and this edge here. No, let's do a bottom edge. This edge and this edge. And let me unselect these. Okay. Oh wow, it selects these top ones. Oh my god. Actually, I don't want any of these. Okay, I'm gonna have to select these manually. So I'm gonna select this edge. No, this edge and this edge. And I'm gonna select this edge and this edge. Alright, let's see. What I'm looking at is this taper right here, if you can see it. I'm just trying to... I don't know, should it be tapering? Yo, how ridiculous does this probably look right now? Let's see. It doesn't look too bad. Let me take off the wireframe here. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like a blob. Like exactly like I was thinking. Okay. It doesn't look too bad. It kind of adds that nice flow here. I like it so far. And we're not even into the hard surface modeling part. Got that little part there. I think that's looking okay. Let's do a third window. And this window, we're just gonna look at it from like a different angle. Okay. Alright, let's see what I think needs to be done here. Looking at it from this view. Also, I'm going to put a matte cap on the one I'm working on. So let's put a matte cap. Maybe a metal one. Is there a metal one? A schmoof one. Maybe a shiny one, even though this looks terrible. Alright, so this piece right here, let's shrink it up. Let's shrink up the nose. Let's put proportional editing on. Just shrink it up. There we go. Alright, so from my understanding, this looks like the hinge of the window is up in the front, so I don't know, that's something to think about. And then the guns are up in front as well. So let's, I guess, start working on the silhouette of what the gun looks like. So let's see if we can bring this down. Maybe shrink it a bit. I'm gonna set the origin to the volume. Okay. Let's shrink it. Hi, sorry, I just arrived. How did you make the silhouette view? Is that covered previously? Yes, it is covered previously. But basically what I did was, I'm in rendered view on these, right? So if you go to rendered view, in the world setting, in the shader editor, go to the shader editor, go to world, and then do this node setup, right? So this node setup is basically a background that you can make any color, right? I have it as white. And then do a mix shader. Make sure that your background is on the second one, and you do a input light path right here, this light path, and do the camera ray, put it at the top, and then make sure that your lights are off. So what's happening here is that the background light, which is this world, is no longer affecting the objects in the scene. That's what this camera light path into the mix shader is doing, right? Because if I turn on this light right here, you can see that I turned on a light, and now the only thing affecting this model is that light. But if I have all lights off, it's pitch black, and then that's how you make the silhouette. Oops. And that's how you make the silhouette view here, specifically with this node setup. Mr. Space Cookie. Okay, so what was I doing? Yeah, and if you have any more questions, Space Cookie, let me know. Don't be afraid to ask, cause I don't mind detours. Life is but detours. Okay, so let me make this gun over here. Alright. Okay, so let's make... Let's see. Let's figure out this gun situation here. It looks like it's Miss, but it's really cool. Thank you for sharing. Oh man, I gotta stop saying Mr. and Miss. But Space Cookie, Miss Space Cookie, apologies for that. Thank you for asking, and feel free to ask anything that you want. I gotta start saying everybody. I should just call you guys grease monkeys. Grease monkeys is gender neutral. Okay, so what was I doing? Okay, making this gun. So let's make this gun, and let's just add some stuff to it. And the way I'm gonna do it is, I'm going to shrink it down, and I'm gonna look at it from here. Let me just zoom up on here, just so I have it in view. There, and I want it to look interesting in the front too. So let's see if we could do that. This is kind of like a weird underview here. It's all cool, I understand. The default on the internet is mid-20s male, white, no problem. Space Cookie. It's 100% true, and especially it's unfortunate, you know, because like even in my analytics, it's like the same thing. It's some of the same demographic. But I'm glad you're here. It's very nice, and you know what? Thank you for correcting me. It's really good to know that there's all sorts of people watching me. All right. I gotta make sure I'm getting everybody here. Okay, so let's see. We're just gonna keep insetting and extruding. So let's inset, extrude, inset, extrude. It doesn't have to really look that great. It just has to. Maybe that's too many. What we'll do is here we will take off proportional editing. We will hit E, right click, scale, and then E again. There we go. Something like that. Okay, cool. And then we can make this thinner by hitting Alt S. That's the shrink modifier. You know what I mean? Should this be double? Huh? Should we double up here? So I'm gonna hit Alt D, duplicate. You know, should it be double guns? It looks better in the silhouette if it's double guns. So that's cool. I'm gonna hit Alt. Actually, I'm gonna make sure that both of these are. Oopsies. I'm gonna make sure both of these are X 0. 0. We're gonna set this to 1. No, 0.23. And we'll do the same thing here, but we'll do -23. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now, what I find weird about the silhouette is this little hump happening back here. Let's see if we can make this hump go away. Alright, so we shrunk the hump. But the sides though are looking weird. So if I crease them, does that look good? I think creasing them probably looks good. So I'm gonna crease both of these guys. There we go. Once again, if anybody remembers the shortcut for creasing, I definitely should Google it right now. But I'm I'm too far into this stream to waver here. All right, there we go. All right, so we got these guns going. We got a silhouette. Okay. All right. So now I need something to connect these guns. Can I make something look nice? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select these two. I'm gonna hit Control S, cursor to selected. That puts it right in the center here, which is what I want. And I'm just gonna add in a cube and see about seeing if I can make something interesting looking. So I'm looking at these silhouettes, seeing if we can make something look interesting here. Like, should it be something like this? What is the other toy look like? Hold on, let me look at the other toy. See if we can get some notes here. Make some notes. Doesn't really have, it has tubes. Should it be a tube? Should we be tubing it up? What do turrets usually look like? Please, in the chat, if you have any suggestions. Don't just watch there through the window into my house. This is my house and you're looking at me through the window. Come in. Sit on the couch. I like the canisters on that one. These canisters. Okay, alright. Let's see if we can incorporate some canisters. What would these canisters do, you think? Do they have a purpose? And by do they have a purpose, I don't necessarily need one. I'm just trying to figure out where should these canisters go? Where should they go? Should they go underneath the wings? All right, we'll wait on the guns right now. We'll wait on the guns. It's a utilitarian feel. Yeah, maybe like fuel. Okay. Let's see where we can put these where they look nice. They look nice. So let's go. Or pressure energy mining tool. Okay. All right. Let's add in. You know what? I'm gonna add. I just heard a Boston accent. It only comes out for microseconds. Because I definitely don't have it. What I want to do is, I hate that there's no primitive for a pill shape like how this looks. So I'm gonna make one real quick. So taking a quick detour here. All right. So the way you're gonna make one here. Okay, we'll make a cylinder. We add the cursor. Shift S, cursor is selected on the top face. Now we can make a icosphere. But I do want these connected. So let me go to the point mode. I'm gonna select all of these. I'm gonna hit Control I. Oh my, what is happening? You can get the pill primitive with a rounded cube. Okay, cool. I don't have to build it from scratch. That sounds amazing. Rounded cube. Yes! Space cookie. Yes. Thank you. Sweet baby Jesus, thank you. I've been making those stupid pills from scratch like an idiot for a long time. Yes. The rounded cube. It's under the presets. Under extras. A round of applause for Space Cookie. Oh my god. Space Cookie for the win. Jeez. That's amazing. And it's like hidden under like the rounded cube and then under presets. When did these presets ever have anything? There's so many of these like different operators that say that they have presets, and you look and they don't have presets. Jeez. Anyway, what else do we have here? Ah, clay bar. Okay. Cube. Okay. Feels pretty simple. Grid. Octahedron. Octahedron. That's cool, actually. Octahedron. A quad square. Okay, okay. And a rounded cube. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Capsule. You know what's funny? I wouldn't even have called it a capsule. I'd be like pill form. The pill. This is great. Okay, and then we have arcs. Beautiful. Linear. What does this mean? Okay, we'll just keep it to 0, I guess. Corners, edges, all. Okay, that's fine. World, size. Ah, so great. Okay, cool. We're gonna shade smooth, and then we'll add these. That's why I like people chatting in the chat. Throw your suggestions. The worst that'll happen is that I will either know it already or it's not useful. And that's okay. Could be useful in a different aspect. Okay. So I'm going to add in the mirror modifier, but I have to center the origin. So let's set the origin to the center. And now add the mirror modifier. Oh man, I'm still so happy about that capsule. The pill form. Okay, so as for shape, let's try some different places this can live at. You know, I can, if you put your mouse over the certain window, you can also move them around here. So you know, we got something like this. What if we that? What if they were up here? You know, put the fuel next to the pilot, so when the fuel explodes, the pilot dies. I'm just kidding, obviously. This gives a nice, like, little headed shape there. That's cool, you know. We can have them tilted, maybe. I only learned about the different shapes under rounded cube by using it so often when I tried to make mathematically accurate role-playing dice and stuff like that. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. I'm glad your journey has led you here. To be honest, I fell asleep because my bed felt too comfy and I woke up now. Looks great. Oh, thank you. Also, you fell asleep because it's probably like nighttime, right, Jiraj? Don't you? Oh no, on Saturdays it's nighttime. How late is it over there? Okay, what was I doing? Let's figure out where these little canisters are supposed to go. You know what I mean? Like, where are they gonna go? The back? Does that look stupid? Possibly. The front? Go right behind the wings? It honestly makes it look more like a jet and stuff. I like the simple silhouette on the side. Should I break it more? You know? Like, let's see. There it is. Like, if we put something like this over here. Should they be rotated? Fuel in the back. Does this ruin the wing, the reason for the back wings? Maybe. I like them. Oh, I like them angled out. Cool. Angled out, but at what part? The back? The front? Okay, angled out. Angled out it is. The back. Okay. All right. Let's work the back here. Let's go from the sides too. All right. So then it's just a matter of decision making here. I don't know why I fell asleep today, especially feel sleepy today. Cause your sleep cycle. 4 a.m. though, that's pretty late. I usually fall asleep around like 2 or 3 a.m., which is like pretty late. But I'm like, man, I got things to do. I got a life to live, you know? After work, I'm just like, I got things I want to accomplish. Alright, should they be bigger? Is that like a prominent feature it should have? Put the landing gear on the fuel. I like this like cutout here. This is like nice. I do like that. Big fuel carrier. Yes. We're fuel rats going to space. Space fuel rats. Yeah, speaking of things to accomplish, I gotta go, unfortunately. Jiraj, thank you for hanging out. And I'm glad you left the stream on while you're sleeping. Gives me better numbers. Anyway, I like this motif of the pill. I wonder if I duplicated it. It was nice to see here, chat with you guys. That could be the container to gather minerals too. Alright. I like the use case. Make it look like a spider over here. Hold on. Let's see. This looks... Maybe they should be small. Maybe they should be double, huh? We should double them up. Really break up the silhouette. They look funky from the top here. It really makes the back wing useless though. So maybe these should be like further up. Big, medium, small. Yes, yes, yes. Shape theory. Let's bring these wings up. they don't go up any higher. Maybe further back. Oh shoot. Crap. This guy's looking huge though. The silhouette in the front is like interesting. Let's see if I can define it a little bit better here. Yeah, front silhouette is a bit beefy. Yeah, beefy needs that V. I agree. Very beefy. Let me make this invisible. Nah, let me just figure out a different place for this these giant canisters. Do you know Scott Robertson's work? Yes, I own both of his books for design and stuff. He gets really technical in there, so sometimes it's a little, I will admit, it's a little overwhelming. But yeah, do you like him? Would you recommend Mr. Scott Robertson? Do you enjoy? Do you ever watch that Space Docs channel? They're probably too big. Yes, I agree. We'll make them small. There we go. Alright, I think they look better now. He has some really good design. He made concepts for movies and all that sort of stuff. I think he was involved in the new Blade Runner. Yes, yes. Scott Robertson. Yeah. If I could reach the book, I would like show it on screen right now. Yeah, that book's way out back there, but let me try one last thing here. What if I brought them way to the back, so they're backloaded, and then we make them bigger, and then we Spitfire. I gotta go, folks. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. You'll see what I end up finishing today tomorrow. It's coming along good. Thank you. Thank you. Catch you next time. See you, Spitfire. Mr. Spitfire. He has graced us. Grace. Alright, maybe the back for right now. We'll just keep it in the back. The side silhouette is looking pretty good. You know, maybe they should be... I've got one of his books, but it was about the same for me too. I get lost because it's kind of technical. Yeah, Space Cookie. I was actually watching YouTube videos of people talking about his book. And yeah, that's like the common thing with like that particular book, is very technical, and sometimes it's definitely a certain way of thinking and a certain way of doing like a process, right? Like there's like have you ever heard of like that metaphor, like are you a gardener or an architect, right? So like, you know, you plant as an architect, I mean, like you plan all your steps, everything has to be measured, there's steps you're going through. And then there's like the type of artist that's like a gardener. They kind of just like they obviously practice and you know, learn all those concepts or whatever. But they just go. They have a vague idea, and then they move, and then they flow, and they're not as like stringent. So like that book is very much like thinking like an architect, like thinking like very much like the lines and doing the math in between like the technical drawings of like the 3D shapes and stuff, which is good and stuff, but man, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But there is definitely some good nuggets of ways of thinking in there. But I felt the same way. I just thought like I thought maybe I picked it up at the wrong time. I see it as a really good reference book. Like if I have to think about something, and I need some ideas or something's happening, I use it as like a dictionary, honestly. All right, let me crease these up. I'm just adding a band to the canisters, just so they have crease here, crease here. We're just gonna crease these guys up. Also, what's happening here? And then shade smooth. There it is. Beautiful. All right, that breaks up the silhouette there. We still have our nice silhouette going on here, which is pretty cool. I wonder if I should flip this whole thing upside down. This guy, if I should flip this upside down, like if I rotated this on the y-axis 180, and then I brought this up this way, I think that gives it a way better silhouette, actually. So let's just do that. Got that V shape. Like a boat. Like a boat. Like a. Okay. How long has it been? Okay, it's been about an hour. Okay, I gotta start wrapping up the silhouette and really start building out a model and then seeing what ends up at the end. I like to have something I can like post by the end of these streams. So it's a learning and a practice exercise, but I could definitely get caught up in the weeds here. Let me figure out the turret part, and then we'll move forward to actually making a good looking model. I'm gonna add this cube. I'm gonna select the edges. I'm gonna bevel these out. Add some bevels. Maybe these attach through a cylinder here. So let me go to edit mode, go to face mode, select these faces, Control S, cursor to selected, We'll add in a cylinder. We'll rotate it on the X. We will scale it down. Oh, rotate it on the Z actually. Z. We'll pump these guys out. We'll bring it. This doesn't really break the silhouette on any side, so this is really just a detail here. Maybe we can bring these guys up here. They don't have to make sense right now. We'll do a shade smooth, auto shade. There we go. This can have Alright, so what did I just do? Alright, I'm going to try and do a mirror modifier. I was trying to use the add-on here, but it was not treating me well here. Hold on a second. Alright, so I have this, and then I'm going to inverse the selection, delete these faces, and then hit Alt-X. I'm glad it gives you a little help here. Advanced mode, F to flip, mirror menu, D. Oh, great. Orientation, append, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's do X. Well, that didn't work out. Alt X. There it is. Okay. That, for an assistant tool, that took a lot longer for me than I wanted it to. Alright, we're just gonna add in just small details here where, like, I don't know, these things stick out. Like, it's like a tube or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really do anything for a silhouette right now. Alright. So we have the turrets, we have the guns, they're sticking out. Blah, blah, blah. We got the canisters in the back. We got, like, I don't know, some sort of radar dish at the bottom. We got our wings, which I like. But could we make the wings look better for the top silhouette here? Like, should they be bigger? I don't know. I'm gonna separate the front wings and the back wings. So let me just select these, hit P, selection. Now we got our wings separate. I'm gonna choose the face of the back here, and then just extend it. This looks dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Let's. What do wings look like? Hold on, I gotta have to Google this now. Just so we have some semblance here. Plain wings. To me, it's a bit dolphin-like. Look at. Is that what you were going for? Space Cookie. I wasn't going for anything in particular. I was just feeling out where we were going. Alright, so it looks like we got a super taper at the end here. It's triangular shape. Obviously wings can look different, but oh, it also looks like it has a cut. It kind of like gets slanted here. So we'll do some of that. Okay, I think I got it. So first thing we want to do is we'll have this taper. We'll have this out. We'll bring this out. See how much reference helps? I'm over here, like, I have a plan now. We got this. We know it breaks in the middle here. So we know we can grab this little face here and do a little slant. maybe not. It's not doing it the way I thought it was going to. Oh no, I think I also have to break it down the center here and then grab this tiny little baby edge here and then move that. No. But yeah, it does look like a dolphin. We're just gonna have to get over it. You know, with these streams, I just gotta keep on trucking. You know, it's not easy. Hold on, I gotta see this plane wing again. Plane wing from above, not above the sky, like this. This looks like there's a cut going on, but this has a straight thing. So from my understanding, okay, so then that means that we're selecting this edge. Maybe you could truck the fuel canister in a little space you have between the wing and the body, like the notch area. Hold on, I'm gonna address that right after I figure what the hell's happening here. Let's get this face. All right, I think we'll work with this. All right. All right. Okay, so what were you saying? Space Cookie said maybe you could tuck in the fuel canister in a little space you have between the wing and the body, like the notch area. Okay, let's see. I like how it breaks up the back here, though. Should I just make another one? Oh no, maybe it looks better without it. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. What you were saying. Sorry, it's just a suggestion. I don't feel like I know stuff well enough to tell anyone anything. Well, no. I say make the suggestion and then we find out why it works and why it doesn't work. Make the suggestion. You're not bothering me. If it's not good, I'll let you know why I think that. But if not, why not? So this is the area you were talking about, right? Maybe we can make it smaller. Okay. This little notch area here, maybe? Alright, I like how it's breaking up the silhouette a bit at the back of the wing. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can get it to show up on the silhouette portions. So on the right silhouette, I can see it, so that's at least good. I like that it's carved out here in the back. Maybe we can make it bigger. I like that it breaks up the silhouette on the top one, this top one here. The front view, I mean. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll keep it there. Thank you for the suggestion. The front silhouette makes it look a little like an attack helicopter or something. Yeah, is it like the wingspan? Oh, I see. Because this looks like these guns look like I don't know, like they could be like the legs, right, of a helicopter. They look like it could be. It definitely does look like an attack helicopter. You know, it's supposed to be a utility ship, but I guess we can add like little arms or something if we really wanted to do that. It's okay. We landed where we landed, and that's just that, you know. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Okay. We got wings, we got stuff. Also, now that I learned that these wings need to be better, let's make them let's make them make more sense here. There we go. You know, and then what? This should be crease. Actually, it doesn't matter what I'm doing anymore because I need to just start going at it here. Okay. All right, my silhouettes are looking pretty decent. I like how they look. What is this thing? Is that the other wing? What is that? Oh no, that's just the wing itself. Okay. All right, let me play with the wing for just a second. Just a second. I want to play with the wing. Let me isolate it for a second. I want to make it so I can do this here. And I'm also going to do it so I rotate from the axis there. Okay. It looks pretty cool with the wings all the way up. Alright, let me unisolate this. Alright, let's see if we can make the right side look interesting here. It definitely looks like a sea animal. But, you know, whatever. All good. I think with the wings a little bit lower, it looks a little better. I like the silhouette on the right side here. I like it on the front. And I think the top looks pretty good too. It feels like the wings should have, you know, I should definitely be moving on. But I think the wings could maybe have something break up the silhouette. Or maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm going overboard. So what I'm going to do is just test it out. So I'm going to select the middle point there, hit cursor to select it. I'm going to hit Shift A. We're going to do a rounded cube. And since you taught us the capsule preset, there it is. Lower these a little bit, or shrink them, and lower them. And bring them backwards. Oh shoot, that's not. I was messing with the whole wing. I didn't want to mess with the whole wing. Why is it attached to the wing? Okay, good. Alright. We're going to lower them. Bring them down. Bring them backwards. We'll do that. And I'm only doing this right now specifically for the top silhouette here, so it has, I don't know, some more interesting diddly bits. All right, so let's see if we can make these into a teardrop. I'm gonna select the middle point here. I'm gonna select proportional editing, and I'm gonna shrink it. And I'm also going to make sure the option connected only, so I'm not affecting the wings. Okay, this is not acting the way that I thought it would. I thought this would be a little different. Oh, okay, hold on. From active element. There it is. Okay, I had it on a different pivot there. Alright, now we can shrink these up a little bit. Maybe they're like bombs, huh? I know, it's supposed to be a utility ship. We'll do a smooth and an auto smooth. There it is. Alright, we'll add one more. I don't know, we'll move on. I don't think I like them, but we'll move on. I'm going to separate this just so I can delete them later if I hate them. We'll shrink it. We'll bring this down to the bottom here. Take off proportional editing. Maybe those should be engines instead of like bomb looking things. I don't know. Breaks up my silhouette from the top. Breaks up my silhouette from the right. Actually, the right looks a little weird. Let's see if we can fix that. There it is, right here. And this one right here. Oh, you can see the edge here. So let me bring that. And now we'll move on and figure out how to model this in like a nice looking way. Alright. I haven't even saved. Don't ever do this, people. Save your files. Okay. Ship. Sci-fi ship. Call it V1. Sure. Okay. I think. Okay, I think we got it. I think we're gonna have to move on and actually start making this work as like a real thing that, well, not a real thing, but something that, you know, we can render and it looks nice and it doesn't look like this. Saving is for successful artists. You know it. That's for S tier. We are definitely within B to C tier. Together. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna stand up for a second. A little stretch break. But I'll be right back. Okay. We're back. I'm back. Alright. So, this may be good, this may be not. I do not know. We're just gonna have to go. Alright, so there's a couple of things I want to do real quick. I'm learning from you, so my tier is down here a bit. Waves from a platform below you. No! No, I don't want to hear that. We are on the same tier. Okay? Same platform. Same everything. We're all doing this together. We're all in class together. We're in the back. Throwing spitballs at the board. Okay, so I'm going to do some tidying up here. So I'm going to name some things, group some things, and then I'm going to duplicate this. And then we're going to start building out every piece by piece. We'll call this, you know, I'm sure there's actual real good terms here. We'll call this like the hull or top hull. Top hull. No. All lowercase. Top hull. Top hull. We'll call this bottom hull. We'll put these together in a new collection called hull. Yeah, this is the boring stuff, but it's important, guys. Super important. Name your layers. Organize your project. Alright, so we're gonna put this one's gonna be called canister, I guess. Canister .000. And we're gonna do the same thing for this one. You can also hit F2. That makes sense. Canister .000, but it'll rename it to .001. We'll put these canisters in their own thing called canisters. This is some riveting content here. Naming layers. Okay, so we'll put this in the drafts. Okay, cool. So we got our hull. We got our canisters. Alright, so then we're going to put all these part of the wings. So we'll move to a collection called wings. And we'll call this... Oh, we forgot to put this guy in the wings. Put him in wings. So we'll call this wing back .000. We'll call this wing front .000. And we'll call this... Is that a t-shirt in the middle? It definitely looks like it. It's the t-shirt of the plane. There you go. That's really the heart of this entire sci-fi ship. The world runs on t-shirts, 100% polyester though. We made cotton extinct. Okay, so wing. I want to call them doodads, so we'll call them doodads. Doodads .000. And we'll take the wing off. We'll bring it in. Boom. We're gonna call all this. We're gonna put it part of the turret collection. Let's call this turret. It's a t-shirt class transport ship. I love it. Are the silhouette photos or viewport thingy? JB Whalers. They are viewport, right? So, I explained it in the beginning, but you know, a quick way to explain it is you go to your shader editor, go to world, and do this setup, right? It's a background connected to a mixer shader at the bottom, and then you go to input light paths and select camera ray and select it there. And then that'll make it so your background does not affect your foreground elements. And the only thing that affects it is actual light. So if I turn on this light, you see that this gets turned on. You can see the lights and stuff. But I explained it in the beginning if you need a more in-depth explanation. But it's in the viewport. All right, so let's put we'll put this one turret dot 000, and we'll do the same thing for this one. Turret dot 000 goes to 001. We're gonna call this turret axle. Axle dot 000. Oopsies. F2 dot 000. And then we'll call this turret base. Turret base dot 000. All right. Hold on. I gotta check something on my computer here. Okay. Let me keep going here. What was I doing? I got turrets. Put it in here. Boom. What do we got left? I guess this is like hull decor, right? So hull underscore decor, I guess that's 000, and we'll make sure to put that into the hull right there. And then what is this module like? It's also a hull, so it'll be a hull. We'll also call it decor. Fuselage. I don't know how to say that, but we'll call it that. Fuselage. Dot 000, and we'll bring that also into the hull. Okay, sorry, I'm like blanking out here. Alright, so we got the hull stuff. Boom. We got canisters. We got wings. What's this guy doing here? Oh, no, that is the wings. Okay. Okay. Wings. And we got the turret. The turret. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I have my draft. It's all drafted out. Here's my sketch, my 3D sketch, so to speak. Let's say I sketched it up. Maybe we should name a software that. Sketch Up. I'm a genius. So, I'm just kidding. That exists already. But anyway, we're going to do the draft. We're going to right-click on the draft, and we're going to click Duplicate Collection. Alright, and we're going to disable the draft, and we're going to call this rough. Or maybe ship V1. Right? And then we're going to start modeling out all these pieces. So they have, you know, good shading and stuff. Piece by piece. And we'll start off, you know, with the hull. And we'll go into hull decor. Oh, let me do this. We'll call them both fuselage, just so they all work out. Alright, so let's see how we can do this. We want to make a schmoof. And we want some more organic shapes in here. So let me get rid of some of this stuff here. Fuselage, bottom. Alright. So this is what we're working with here. This is it. That's the shape. That's the shape we wanna replicate here. But not to have like these bad shading stuff. So, first thing we want to do is let's do it this way. Let's do it with the flat plane. So I'm going to center the cursor, and I'm going to do a flat plane here. Xenomorph head shape. Definitely. That's the xenomorph vibe I'm getting as well. I'm going to do... short penless, mirror modifier. Is there an easy way to do this? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half here, and I'm going to erase this half. Still has a mirror modifier on it, right? Erase these vertices. I am messing all this up. Let's start this again. I'm going to make a plane. I'm going to cut it in half. Let me isolate it so we can see what we're doing here. We're going to cut it in half. We're going to select these edges. We're going to erase the vertices. We're going to add in a mirror modifier. There it is. We'll make sure clipping is on. We're going to add a subsurface division. We're going to add a subsurface division. And I think that's it. We'll unisolate it. And we'll see about making this shape in a nice looking way. We'll bring it forward. I'm like talking all slow now, and we'll bring it forward. We'll choose line mode. Figure out why I can't choose line. Bring this down. And we're going to start making the shape here. We're going to bring this to the end. Over here. Here we go. I'm going to do it at the base before it flares out. At the bottom here. There it is. You can see with the flare there. We're going to get this edge. Blender ASMR. We'll bring it here. Hit G for grab, I guess is what the G stands for. We're going to cut it in the center. We're going to bring it up. We're also going to shade smooth. So it looks shaded. Can I make these a different color? I can. I did it by going up here and clicking random on my matte cap. There, now I can see what I'm doing. We're going to... okay, continue. In line mode. Bring it up to the top. Look at it from the side view. Bring the line over. Great stuff. There we go. Cut it in half again. Mess around with it. Oh, let me put a solidify modifier so I can see what I'm doing here. We're going to do it solidify. We're going to take the offset to 0 and bring it in the positive. Actually, offset to 1, even thickness to the positive. For the edge data, there's something here that I need to turn on. Hold on. Use creases, custom normals. I remember watching a tutorial and there was something here that I thought I needed to have. It was like hardened normals or something like that. Anyway, we don't have it. I don't know where it is. Okay, we're gonna cut it there. We're gonna bring it in. We're gonna start feeling this out. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're not trying to get it perfect, actually. Let's cut it there. We'll bring it in. We're gonna start feeling this out. For the subdivision, crank it up to crank it up to 3. Make it smooth. Make it real smooth. For the normals, add in a auto smooth. There we go. Look at that. We're getting there. We're just gonna follow along. Follow along. Alright. Alright. There's also one thing I want to do. Under the modifier, if I add in the solidify, add this on there, does that help me? Not really. Not the way that I want it to. That's fine. We'll keep it going. Move it up to here. Move it up to right to the edge, actually. There we go. We're at the top. Alright. Now, we can start moving this line here across. So let's select, oopsies. Oopsies. We'll select this line. We'll hit double G. We'll thin it out. There we go. There we go. This may be a little too thick. Let's put 0, 0, that's 0, 1. Maybe that's 0, 2. Okay. Oh my God. There we go. Now we're gonna get this edge, which I'm having a lot of trouble selecting here. It's always, there it is. Okay. Now I'm gonna look at it from the front. Make this camera go away. Hit E and we'll extrude it down. We're like wrapping it, like a dumpling. Wrapping it here. Boom. All right. Let's use some of these vertices. Now we'll go to vertice mode. We're really trying to get the shape here. There we go. This a little too low. Now this rendered mode unusable for me. We're gonna use solid view now. We're just gonna look at it from different solid views. There we go. Okay, let's keep it trucking. Let's keep it trucking. We'll bring this down. Bring this in. Just moving vertices. All right. This guy's a little low. Bring him up. There we go. We're hugging it. It's like we're wrapping him. Wrapping him in fondant. That's what it looks like to me. Zoom in. Let it hug. Let it hug. There we go. There we go. We're wrapping it. I think we're gonna have to extrude one more time. Because if I bring them all the way down here, actually this is what we should have done. We should have just got it all the way to the edge. Let's just do it right now and we'll fix everything else in between. Alright. Got the edges. Obviously, it's sticking out there. We'll fix it. Just gonna hug it a little more. Okay. Now let's cut a loop cut here, because we're gonna bring out this point, this middle point out. There it is. Just slightly. There it is. I'm trying to Bob Ross it here. Okay, I'm going to cut this in between the front. Select the front point. Just bring it out a little bit so it's curving. And then we're going to bring the front point and we're going to bring that in. Maybe not, because it's looking kind of weird actually. So let's slide this point here. Let's slide this point here. Let's bring this point up. Happy little spaceships. Okay, there we go. Now what we want is that flare out. So let's select the edge again. And let's look at it from the front. Extrude out. And let's do that. You know. And now we got lots of fixing to do. So I'm gonna select the line mode, select the line that goes all the way across here, and we're gonna crease it. There it is. See what that looks like real quick. Okay, it looks clean. Let's go back to vertice mode. Bring some of these vertices up. Go. The only thing that's throwing me off is these vertices here. Should they even exist? If they didn't exist, would they look better? If this guy didn't exist, would it look better? Kind of gives me a sharp edge. What if we just hit double G on them and we shrink them in? I think that works better. Okay, so let me hit double G on all these. Actually, these need to be so far in. So let's bring a lot of these in. Alright, there's a few weird artifacts here that I need to fix. Yeah, when it comes to this modeling stuff, yeah, this is the part. It's the meat and potatoes right here. This is the part. It's the make it or break it part. Alright, so obviously this is like way off. Maybe we can select all of it and bring it in closer. Select some of these parts, stick them out. Maybe not, hold on. We're doing fine. It's the meat and potatoes and the tasting of the pudding. That's good. Because meat and potatoes and pudding sound gross. Okay. My issue here is that this guy, this whole front half is sticking out way too much. I'm gonna hit this so I can see the points that I'm messing with here. Or is it here? Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna select these points and see if I can fix some of this. I'm going to shrink this. Shrink on the X. Maybe I should do both halves. Shrink on the X. That's a weird way to shrink. Alright, we'll shrink on the X here. And then we'll select this loop cut. Shrink on the X here. There we go. That's better. That's much closer to the form that I wanted. Let's select this edge loop here. Shrink it. It's okay if it starts to cut in. We'll adjust it very small. There you go. Mother. Oh, this way. There you go. There we go. We'll look at it from above. See where we need to stick some of this stuff out. Maybe like around here. There we go. There we go. So now we have a nicely smooth looking top. And obviously we'll start cutting into this, you know, later, so we can add in all the stuff we need. Alright. I like it. I like that it kind of flares out. Alright. Alright, we're gonna make a new collection. This is where we're gonna be putting all our new parts and name them accordingly. Changing the name changes the color of the matte cap randomization, so interesting little tidbit. Also, I'm gonna look at it from below, so Control 7 on the numpad, and we're gonna shrink it up here. So let's select this, shrink it on the X, or is it here? Shrink it on the X. Such a process, huh, guys? Okay. Think it looks good all the way around. Okay. Okay. Okay, next part. I know, riveting stuff, guys. I know there's a lot of you out there watching right now. 3. I lost all my people once the boring part started. Everybody left. Nobody wants to do the boring part. I wonder why. People want to make cool things and not do the boring part. Okay. Smooth stuff, right? Look how much better that looks. Like, that's ugly, and we got a little smooth top here. And yeah, so we'll keep going. We'll take off the top half there. We'll leave the hull that we made. Now let's do bottom. And let's build out this piece. Honestly, and this piece can probably... I could probably just use this piece, honestly. Cool things are the son of boring things. Ferd, you get it. You get it. You understand the secret. It's what they don't want to tell you. Alright, so maybe I could do the same here. So I'm going to duplicate this and bring it over to collection. Heck yes. Take off the bottom. And let's see if we can maybe just use what we already made in the draft and just tidy it up a bit here. So let me bring back our hull. And let me see if I can figure out what we can do here to make it look cool. Alright, so we're gonna sharpen up these edges. So the bottom half is flat. That's a little edge there. Maybe we'll take this line out and this line out, and we'll also crease it. Got some interesting shape there. Maybe up in the front, we'll make it a flat nose. We'll crease it as well. It's giving me some weird shading errors. It's because of this particular point here. Let me see if I can just select one, bring it down. See if we can fix that. Alright, we're gonna go under the wing here. Crease, there we go. Maybe we'll crease some of this. It's gonna be a whole lot of creasing. Let's crease the wings here. I mean, maybe this looks good. We'll see. I think I might just remake the whole thing. We'll keep that round. Let's make this creased. Let's make the back creased. There's definitely some weird shade and stuff happening over here. Let's see if we add in a bevel, if that'll make it look cooler. It kind of does look cooler. Ah, but we forgot to streak the other half. Okay, we symmetrized it. There we go. There's some weird stuff happening in the back that maybe I want to fix, but maybe this is the dilemma I'm going through now. I'm just like, should I start it over? Should I just work with it? Since it's a stream, I'm probably just gonna work with it, but should this edge be smoothed? Should this edge be not smooth? Yeah, it's just some weird stuff happening, you know? This thing's all sorts of messy. Okay. We'll make that bottom half flat there. There's some weird artifacts here. Can I fix it? I wonder what causes that, you know? Oh, it's the bevel. Let's see if I can fix it. Yeah, I may build this up from the beginning, but give me some render issues here in the front and the back. Maybe this shouldn't be creased. That should just be smoothed out. Just like that. And maybe this shouldn't be pinched either. All sorts of weird stuff happening here now. I like how this looks though. It looks kind of cool. Let me symmetrize it. There it is. Maybe we can play with this to make it look a little better here. Oh yeah. Just bring it out a little bit, you know. I love the sweep. It sweeps in. The only thing that's weird to me is this right here. What if we took the crease off? Just made that overall smooth. Okay. That's smooth. It's decent. Okay, let's fix some of this stuff in the back. It's mostly these lines here. Maybe that should just be smoothed out. But then I got some weird stuff happening here. Sorry, I gotta go. Thanks for streaming and showing us that you live in the sky. Space Cookie, my sky captain. Thank you for the tip about the capsule in the rounded cube thing. Very good tip. Have a great day. I hope you have a great whatever. I stream again on Thursday around the same time if you're interested. Take care. Thanks for hanging. Alright, I like these sweeps we got going on here. They're interesting, you know, to say the least. I just wish this didn't look so weird. Maybe I should uncrease these. No. Maybe I should move this around? No, I just hate how that looks. I mean, I don't think anybody would see it. I guess we can hide it with some stuff, but ain't no looky good. Oh, we could do a vertex crease. Maybe that'll help. We'll do the same thing here. Vertex crease. No. Oh, that's why. It's because this is like an N-gon. Okay, we're going to fix this now. We're going to cut it in the middle. Select these points, hit join. Select these points, hit join. Nope, join. There it is. I think I fixed it. Move this up. All right. I think what I need to do is scale this. Nope, that's not what I need to do. Move this. Alright, we're slowly building. I think I'm going to ignore this. I like how this all looks, except for that little squeaky mark there. I want to fix it, but my stream will last forever if I sit here and try to figure out what I can do with it. I guess I can smooth this out. But then it loses, like, appeal. Alright, we're gonna have to ignore that little squeaky part right there, just for the sake of the stream. And we'll keep it going. Alright, so we got the bottom half looking pretty cool. Let me make sure it's symmetrized. There we go. And the difference between these are much better. It's all blobby, and then boom. Looking sleek. We'll definitely add more to this. We're just making out the medium shapes for now. So all right, next part. Oh, let me do one last thing. What if I increase this at the top. Does that look okay? Yeah, it looks good. We're going to symmetrize it on the negative X. There you go. There you go. We got curves. Alright, the next parts I'm gonna do here. Yeah, we'll definitely be filling up that middle space as well, so we will fill that up soon enough. Alright, let's do this bottom half. And I think we can salvage this as well. So I'm gonna duplicate this, move it over to the collection. And make this work. We want to do something similar that we did like the top. Kind of have like a repeating pattern there. So let's crease the front and the back. That's number 1. Alright. And then number 2, we will copy. Okay. Alright. We'll get the faces. And so just so I don't have to do this twice, I'm going to symmetrize it on the X. And then mirror it. Yeah, let me just mirror it. Let me making this all complicated. All right. Okay. This is weird floating line up here. What is that floating line? So weird. There we go. Got rid of it. Alright. So let's go back to edge mode. Start building out some of this stuff. So we got this. We're gonna put the crease up. We did it. Crease up here. Crease at the bottom. And let's actually work with this by itself, just so I can see what the heck is happening here. We can see it as we build it here. Okay. Let's uncrease this. Let's uncrease this. And honestly, we gotta fix some of this. Let's merge some of these points. We're gonna merge here. And we're gonna merge this guy here. we go. So that's just one piece. So when I select this loop, it's all one loop. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's cut this in the middle though. There we go. Let's add in a bevel, just see what this looks like. Fix some of these edges that are causing us some wackery here. There we go. Little pinchy, but that's all fine. I'm also having the similar issue here. There we go. This will just crease in. What's interesting is that it doesn't read here. Can I? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. It's because of my auto smooth. So that looks good there. We'll do the same thing here. There it is. And we'll do it here, except this one we will bring up and bring this up. There you go. Crease it. I wonder why it still does this weird pinching thing. Oh, the auto smooth, that's right. So let's bring this out until we can see it. Okay, what if we also smooth out the bottom half here? Give it a neat sharp edge. Alright, and then what if we beveled it? Would that look cool? Give it a chamfer. This guy more of a point. There it is. Alright. Let's see if making this crease looks good. It doesn't do anything. We'll move this along and then maybe crease this. And then we'll bring these guys up. Alright. Honestly, you're not going to even see that, but it's cool to have. Alright, I think... Let's see this unisolated now. I think there's some neat shapes going on here. I could probably lower this. Something like this. Let me see where it is on the silhouette. So on the silhouette, it's up to here, this line. I'm just trying to memorize it. We'll shrink it, and we'll bring it down to that line again. Just so I can see a little bit more of it. Very cool. Alright, I just like the overall aesthetic and shape of that. Good, good, good. What else do we have? Let's get the top half here. By top half, I mean the second decor, which is these guys up here. And I think we can duplicate this and use them again. I think our draft ended up looking pretty good. Alright, so there we go. What we're going to do is we're going to right click smooth and make sure that we have auto smooth on. Alright, maybe we will add a subsurf. Let's see. And then crease the edges. So let's the faces. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, much better. We'll do the same thing for all of them. Alright, let's see what that looks like at the top here. Neat. Alright, let's see what other things we can do here. Can we bevel it? Would that look cool? What if we squish them? Bring them up a little bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do is to reduce my work is I'm going to erase these last two here. Select the one I have here, look at it from the side view, Alt D, that'll make a link duplicate, and then Alt D again, like this. I'll do a little rotation here. We'll do it on their individual axes, individual origins. There we go, some of that, and then we'll select that one, some of that. Okay. Now when I select these and I edit them, they should all edit together. So, because I'm going to add in some details here. We'll go to face mode, face, inset, and face. Do something like that. There we go. What if we added in a spiky bit at the top? Is that weird? And we creased it. And then we creased the thing around it. Make a loop cut here. Oh, that's what we need to do. Also crease the top and crease the edges. go. A little detail up there. I think that's fine. Maybe it'll have rivets around it, but for right now, that's fine. Oh, maybe we should do the same to the back. Are we able to do something like select all, cursor to selected, and then set origin to volume? Actually, can we do asymmetrize on the Y? We can. Nice. So we symmetrized it so it looks both good in the front and the back, like there's some sort of exhaust. Okay. All right, let me get a little break here. If anybody, I'll do a little stretch here. All right. I actually may have to end this stream soon. It is 2 hours and 40 minutes. I thought I can get something at the end here. Maybe I'll continue streaming. So I'll give it about 20 minutes. See how far we go, and then we'll keep it trucking. All right. So I think I have all of the haul. I think I got it all. Pretty god dang neat. So let me erase this. We'll bring this into haul. We got haul V1. Okay. Very good stuff. So the next thing would be these canisters. All right. See if we can make some good looking canisters here. The canisters are pretty much done though. I mean, we'll redo them for the sake of redoing them, adding in some little details there, but I mean, they're pretty much done. So let's center our thing here. We're gonna do a rounded cube. There's our pill, which is amazing. We'll hit shade smooth. We will put the mirror modifier. We'll do this in edit mode. Okay, then we'll rotate it. And we'll put it in the same. Actually, let me just do this. Let me just do it with the canisters. Let me just do it. Let me just reset all this. So I'm gonna get the faces. These details that I added look okay. So we will add in the we will delete faces. We will get these faces here. If you have loop tools, which it looks like I don't. Oh no, loop tools, bridge. That's a weird bridge. Is this twisting or something? There it is. Okay. We got them together. We got our tube again. Didn't have to remake the whole tube thing. Let's add in some deets here. I'm going to get this and dissolve the edge. Oops, dissolve this edge and dissolve this edge. We're just gonna start from square one. So let's add in just some details here. We're gonna call this canister large because we're about to duplicate some stuff here. Alright, canister large, blah blah blah. Okay, so let's do a couple things here. Let's do a cut. Let's duplicate, let's bevel it. Let's duplicate it. And let's separate. And we'll just use modifiers so we can, I don't know, have some control. So we'll solidify on the plus. There we go. Alright, there's one there. Let's do, I should have done them both at the same time. Can I just duplicate this? Oh man, they're not lined up, so that's why this is gonna be weird, huh? If I just duplicated it. Oh man, there's a trick here to align this good. So I think it's over here. Go to global. I added an edge. Transformation here. And then if I duplicate this, and we go to edge, oh, I thought this would work. I wish my tricks worked the way I thought they would work. Maybe it's not this. Maybe it's a face. Let's do face. And now let's add in another one. Alright, let's try that. I thought this would work. Maybe it does. There we go. We'll just eyeball it. It'll be fine. Aw, man. I duplicated this the wrong way. So we'll do round cube 8. So this one right here. Okay. Now when I add in the modifiers, it should be different, right? That's fine. Okay. Actually, I think I may know how to do this. Ah, it's in edit mode. I did it. I did it. I did it. Alright, duplicate. Grab on the Y. And it slides even though it's at an angle. It all works out. It all works out. I'm gonna grab this face. cut it up in there. Okay, now we have the thickness that we can make. Very cool. You know, maybe it'll be cool to have like these connected with a wire. I think there's a way to do this. I think I remember this. A curve. Curve profiles. Is it profile? I think it's catenary. Alright, let's see what options it gives us. A catenary. I think what it does is it connects like origin points. I think if I added a point here and a point here and I did Shift A, it won't work. Alright. Okay, yeah, we would do something similar here. Maybe this one just has one big band in the middle. So let's just do that. Let's right click. Oh, let's call this canister small. .000. We'll cut it in half. We'll bevel it like this. We'll duplicate it and we'll separate the selection, and then we will add in a solidify on the one. Make sure this is auto smoothed up, and we'll make it thicker. There we go. Give us some deets there. Alright, and then we'll make sure that this is not crashing in here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the mirror off of this. I'm going to convert it to mesh. And then combine these together. Go back to the mirror. Grab, make sure it's not sticking out, but kind of like sticking on the sides here. Okay. And just so we can have this a different color, we'll select this, separate by selection. Now we have different colors there. Okay. Save that. I think we got canisters down. Let's go to our wingspan. All right. Let's fix up the front wings first. Let's take off these doodads for right now, and we'll just do these wings. Maybe even add in a little gap here. Now it'd be nice to make sense of, like, if this is like on a hinge in the front there. So I might just solve that now. Looking at it from the front here. Okay. Bring these out a little further back. All right. And let's see if we can figure out like the joint that this will be connected to. Maybe we can Alright, so let's for now just make an icosphere. Shade smooth. For right now this can be like a ball joint or whatever. Something I guess makes sense in this context. It's a sci-fi ship. We're gonna cheese it a little bit. We're going to center this, put the origin to the center. To 3D cursor, put in a mirror modifier, and be on our way. We'll choose the wing, choose line mode. We'll bring this down on the Y so it encompasses the points there, and then make sure it connects here. It's being chopped off up the top there, so I'm just gonna bevel this edge. Like if that's where it's connected. We're cheesing this a bit. We're cheesing. Alright, we'll save. What shade smooth? That's already has the smooth stuff on it, right? Okay, good. Okay. The wings obviously need the most cool stuff added. It'll be cool or whatever, but for right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna select these faces at the back, inset them, and then just slightly extrude these out. And instead of extruding on the normals, I'm just gonna extrude on the Y. Kind of give it like another layer there. So it kind of breaks up the wing, you know, like it has flaps or something, huh? I'm gonna go to edit mode, and I'm going to cut it in two parts. We'll cut it here, and we'll bevel it. No, wait, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it here. So we'll have a big, Oh, does this not go all the way around? What? Why does that not go all the way around? Why isn't this a full loop? Interesting. Oh, it's because this is an n-gon? Okay, I get it. So we'll cut it here. We'll select these two, we'll hit J, and then we'll select these two and hit J, and that should fix my issue that I'm having here. Okay, now we can do a loop cut. I'm gonna look at the top, bevel it. Just a little bit. Just gonna break up this wing here. And I'm gonna choose the face, and I'm gonna see about erasing these faces here. Alright. Now I'm gonna go to edge mode, select the face up here, hit F, select this, hit F, select this, and hit F. Or just choose these four, hit F. These four here, F. F. Where's the other one? This one. This one, this one, this one. F. I don't know. Just making a notch there. Just so, I don't know, it looks nice. This is a weird shading issue here. I don't know what the heck is happening here. Let's see. I'm going to erase the face entirely and figure out what is happening. Looks like there's like an extra face here. This is weird. So I'm going to erase some of these faces. Oh, this face right here. Oh, and this face. That's so weird. And this face? What is happening there? And this face. Okay. Alright. What a weird issue here. Alright, we're gonna select these, do an M at last. And I don't know what happened here. Oh, I see. Oh no, I don't see actually. I don't know what the heck happened. Let me go into a different mode here. So that what is happening? Hold on, I'm gonna erase all these faces. Okay. This looks like it's clean now. Let's go to edge mode. See about connecting these faces that I need to connect. So let's hit J on here. Oh. F. Subdivide. I think I made these points more visible. Alright, let's let's figure this out. This is so annoying. This is why people quit modeling. Alright, so this point, this point, this point, and this point should make a face. Correct. This should make a face. correct. Okay, this point, this point. This point and this point. Just make a face. Okay. This point, this point. This point, this point. I think I see an issue already. I messed everything up. Oh my god. Okay, I think I know. I think I'm getting it here. Erase this face, erase this face. Okay. Oh my god, I think I messed all this up. I may have to just call the stream, but this point is like killing me. Okay, I think I got it. So we're gonna do this. This here. This here. F. Okay. This guy, this guy. Did you get to see the Batman? Did you already ask you this? I did see it. It was rad. I liked it a lot. It's always hard to justify a 3-hour movie. Yeah, I think we talked about it. But you said the pacing was good and it didn't feel like 3 hours, which is true. It didn't feel like 3 hours. It was still 3 hours though. I'm like, we could have like tidied some stuff up here. Did you see the deleted scene with the Joker? Kinda. You kinda saw it? I wasn't paying that much attention to it. It was pretty cool. Obviously, we all have Joker fatigue, I assume. But I think he did a decent job. Better than, you know, Jared Leto. Alright, I'm gonna fix this. We're gonna go to face mode. Faces. Faces. We're gonna fix all this malarkey. Faces. Faces. We're gonna fix all this malarkey. What did I do, man? Edges. Edges. Okay. Start from scratch. Let's go to edge mode. Let's dissolve this edge. Dissolve edge. Select this face. Hit F. There we go. Okay, we're back to square one. Cut it in half. Here we go. I still wouldn't mind seeing him. I hear Morbius isn't performing at all that well. I still wouldn't mind seeing it because of MCU. Yeah, I mean, check it out, but I did hear terrible things. Terrible things. And I also don't like, it's not even that I'm tired of Jared Leto. I just don't like Jared Leto. I don't like his acting. I don't like anything. He's just not my cup of tea. I was trying to be nice. Aw, don't be nice to Jared Leto. He's a millionaire. He was good in Requiem for a Dream. What is that, like 30 years ago? I love that movie, by the way. But I mean, I also used to be in a gymnast when I was in first grade. You know, like, he did one good thing. He was good in that movie. And now he's not. People do change. Nearly 20. Wasn't it a 90s movie? I thought it came out in the 90s. I could be mistaken. Yeah. And he has not and I just don't think he's improved. He peaked in 1999. He peaked over 20 years ago. But yeah, besides his acting and all that, I just don't like him as a person. Sometimes that can get in the way with the way I view things, unfortunately. As much as I want to separate the art from the artist, it's not always easy. Alright, 22 years ago. Yeah, 20 Seconds to Mars, you know, it's a decent, he's a decent musician and stuff. He just doesn't rub me the right way. And I am definitely judging him outside of his artistic work. Okay, I think we're getting a little better here. Let me get this line. Let me extrude along normals. Bevel this out. Alright, let me select these edges here. Can I bevel these? Does that make it look cool? Kinda. Alright, we added some detail here. Oh man, this is like messed up here. Okay, maybe that'll work. So these edges are looking a little rough. Let's move this guy along. Or dissolve him entirely. Dissolve edge. There you go. Alright, and now let's bevel these edges here. Alright. I think what I want to add is something interesting here. Maybe put like a selected. Maybe we can add in some domes. There we go. We'll put the origin to the 3D cursor and we will do a mirror. And smooth. Maybe flatten this guy out a bit. Maybe those can be kind of cool things going on here. Alright. I don't know. Maybe that looks good. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Alright. I think, what am I at? 3 hours and 17 minutes. Oh no. Okay. I think I have to call it here. But we made some excellent progress. I think I might finish this offline. I got a good flow going on. Anywho. Hope everybody enjoyed this stream of breaking down kind of like the beginnings of this this spaceship, starting off with like a silhouette type of thing, and then trying to build out all the geometry so it works and it makes sense. There's definitely more work to be done here, but it's on its way. I am going to be finishing it. Um, so yes, I will be finishing it. I'm still tweaking it as I go here. Okay, so I will be finishing it. Hybrid atmospheric spaceship. Yes, can go in both ways. Hope everybody enjoyed watching. Thank you once again for chatting me up and being here and always supporting me. I hope your day or week gets better. I know that you're just doing all right. Maybe some things are not doing well, but I hope things get better for you. I appreciate you being here as always. Spitfire was here. I'll do a shout out. JB Willers, neat stuff. Space Cookie over here teaching me stuff. Jiraj was here but fell asleep. Muhammad gave me all those nice nice words. Evelyn's here. It was a good stream, guys. Good stream. Anyway, take care, everyone. I hope you all have a great day. I will be streaming again on Thursday. If you want any of these project files, it's on my Patreon. Take care. Goodbye. Bye, Evelyn.